Welcome to Project Toons, where today we're taking a look back at 13 times The Simpsons predicted the future. The Simpsons has been on air for decades, and in that time this iconic show has predicted the future multiple times. From future presidents to the COVID pandemic, from Nobel Prize winners to smartwatches, The Simpsons has predicted the future countless times, and in some cases with scary accuracy. This is a recap of 13 times The Simpsons predicted the future. First up, probably the most well-known of all the Simpsons predictions. In Season 11, Episode 17, we are flashed forward to the future, where Bart's an adult and Lisa's a slightly younger adult. Oh yeah, she's also President of the United States. In a staff meeting, Lisa says this.
As you know, we've inherited quite a budget crunch from President Trump. How bad is it, Secretary Van Houten?
At the time it was just a joke, but 16 years later, Donald Trump was voted President of the United States. Next up in Season 5, Episode 10, Springfield legalizes gambling and Monty Burns opens his own casino. One of the acts at the casino is Siegfried and Roy, and while they're performing, their tiger attacks. Again, just a joke. I think a lot of people thought that will happen one day, but 10 years later while performing live on stage, the double axe tiger did exactly this, causing serious injuries. In Season 6, Episode 19, we are once again taken to the future with the story of Lisa's university romance. In this episode, both Lisa's fiancé and Bart, who works on a building site, are talking into their watches, and nearly 20 years later, smartwatches are released. A bit like Star Trek influencing the Motorola flip phone. And from that same episode, Lisa has a video call with Marge that doesn't seem out of the ordinary, except it was 15 years before video calls were first introduced. In Season 10, Episode 5, Homer makes friends with celebrities.
Sorry, lady. I know you! You're Kim Basinger!
It's Basinger.
During the episode, we briefly see a poster that says 20th Century Fox, a division of Walt Disney. This was nearly 20 years before Disney bought out Fox for over $50 billion. In Season 20, Episode 4, when Homer is trying to vote, he attempts to place one for Barack Obama, but the machine selects a vote for John McCain.
One vote for McCain. Thank you.
No, I want to vote for Obama.
2 votes for McCain.
Just a funny scene, right? Well, 6 years later in the 2012 election, this exact scenario happened when voting machines were used that had been falsely calibrated. In Season 6, Episode 8, when Dolph types beat up Martin into his Newton, the screen changes to eat up Martha. Looks a lot like autocorrect, right? In Season 5, Episode 13, when Apu sells Homer expired meat and Homer falls ill with food poisoning, Homer goes undercover to get evidence of Apu's wrongdoing. He wears a hat with a camera in it. The hat is comically large because it has a full-size camera inside, but this is basically a GoPro, 10 years before they were invented. In the Simpsons movie, the government is searching for the Simpson family when they go on the run. The NSA eventually tracks them down by listening to everybody's phone calls. The Simpsons movie was released in 2007, and 6 years later, this joke became a reality when the NSA spying scandal proved the government was monitoring everyday conversations. In Season 22, Episode 1, released in 2010, Milhouse correctly predicts that, bear with me, Bengt Holmstrom would win the Nobel Prize in Economics. And 6 years later in 2016, that prediction came true. In Season 10, Episode 2, Homer presents an equation on a chalkboard that when calculated predicted a mass for the Higgs boson, a subatomic particle that was remarkably close to the actual value later discovered by scientists. In Season 23, Episode 10, at the bottom of a news show, a small banner reads, "Europe puts Greece on eBay." This was 3 years before Greece nearly left the EU after the Greek debt crisis. And our final prediction comes from Season 10, Episode 22. When Homer is talking to Stephen Hawking, possibly the biggest gap of intelligence between two people having a conversation, Homer talks about his idea of a donut-shaped universe.
Your theory of a donut-shaped universe is intriguing, Homer. I may have to steal it.
Years later, research into the universe showed that this theory had a lot of merit, and Homer might be right. I hope you enjoyed 13 times The Simpsons predicted the future. Thanks for choosing Project Toons, and please like and subscribe for more content.